Hello guys, welcome back. My name is Nathan and today I'm going to be discussing the NHL suspending the 2019-20 season. Now this is a huge event and a huge situation that is going to be ongoing, but I first want to note that this is not a cancellation of the season, at least from what we know right now. It is just suspending the season, which just means temporarily. Just like the NBA will likely see a couple of weeks of no NHL action and nothing to cover, but it likely won't be a cancellation of the season unless it gets a lot worse. But in this whole situation, there is a lot to unpack with both the regular season and the playoffs. And the regular season is kind of in question right now. It was supposed to start or end, obviously, in the early April time, and that whole time frame is also in question for a lot of sports leagues. Not just the NHL, but the NBA, the MLB, which is supposed to start in late March too. The whole sports world is being affected. But what is next for the NHL, and how do we digest everything that's happening right now? Watch till the end for all my opinions and thoughts and info, of course. And of course, hit that subscribe button if you're new. And if you haven't noticed already, I'm doing this in one take as a kind of update video, but I've been doing these a lot recently. So of course, if you want to get updated a lot throughout the next few days, I would consider hitting that subscribe button. That is the best way. But either way, when it comes to this situation, again, it is not a cancellation, which is important because if it was canceled, then we obviously wouldn't get plans for playoffs or whatever. But the playoffs are the main priority, as they should be. The NHL wants to have them with fans in attendance, and I think that is the priority for them at least. We saw, confirmed by Frank Cervelli on TSN, that all NHL teams have been asked if they have availabilities for the stadiums in July. So the NHL might be pushing the playoffs back to May, June, even July if it does get that bad. And that does really affect everything. It's kind of a trickle effect almost, because we have the draft lottery on the 9th of April. That might not even happen, or it might happen in a virtual world. And if the playoffs were to be extended to the June, maybe even July, that would mean that the draft would happen in like August, September, who even knows at that point. But as I've been recording this video, it's kind of just dawned on me that the cancellation, although it might not be likely, is still a potential possibility. And with the postponement and the suspension, obviously we'll have to get some more updates coming soon. That will come eventually. But just thinking about the NHL season, even the slight chance that it might be canceled, honestly, made me so sad last night. And we saw the NBA, 2 players. By the way, you'll notice throughout these videos, these update videos, that I call that thing the public health concern, so just so you know. But the NBA had 2 players that had the public health concern, and they ended up shutting down the league completely and suspending it. Not canceling it, but I think the NHL will likely follow in the footsteps of quarantining players potentially, just having them in spaces where they're safe from the public health concern so that no players can be with the public health concern. The NBA kind of did it too late with Rudy Gobert, who already had the public health concern, and the NHL is smart in this way to make sure that they don't just wait for some player to get the public health concern to actually shut down a league. To do it beforehand so that we get some confirmed cases and can actually do something about it. And that is really key, because with a lot of the games being played in the next few days, they are scheduled, but due to the actual postponement and the suspension of the league, those games will not be played. So we'll likely see the players going home, at least going to the places where they play, to stay and wait for whatever comes next. But I think at least if we do see that happen, it will be like a 2-week incubation period to see which players have the public health concern, if any. And I think that would be smart at the very least. We might see the regular season cut short potentially, and the playoffs end up happening right out of the gate. But to be honest, if I had a hunch, it would be happening in June, maybe even July, because I'm not sure if this public health concern is going to get too much better. But again, I'll be posting updates throughout this whole situation, so stay tuned. But as of right now, the NHL has suspended the season, and although it's not time to panic, and it never will be because we should not panic, the NHL playoffs will likely be the thing that's prioritized, and if I'm willing to bet, I think the NHL will do everything in its power to not just have the playoffs happen, but to have fans in the seats no matter what. So that'll be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, all y'all. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Comment down below your thoughts on the NHL suspending the league itself and what you think might happen next. Of Of course, share this video with your friends, get the word out there, of course, and also click on this card to watch all of my NHL breaking news videos right in one playlist. My name is Nathan, and I'll see you guys next video or stream. Goodbye.